Hey guys, welcome back to the Card Brothers. Super excited to be making this vlog for you. I know I missed last week, but I actually ended up going and playing, just haven't had time to throw the vlogs together. So I have a little bit of extra footage this week, which is really neat. But I'm probably just gonna highlight some of the better games. The first week I ended up going X2 and I was playing a really cruddy build of Tear. And then this next week I was playing a much better build. And so yeah, so to start this vlog off, I'm playing up against my opponent. I don't really know his name. I apologize if you're watching this. But we always have great matches. He's a very courteous player, which always makes things much more fun. If you're at locals, make sure you're nice to your opponent because it really makes a difference for people who are newer. So yeah, my hand's like kind of mediocre. But yeah, I got Redoer, summon out Tear Kash. I hit Murley and King of the Swamp and Scream, which is, you know, just absolutely crazy. All three of those cards we need. So we're gonna add Meta Noise, shuffle these two back. He just wants to read what Meta Noise does. It's essentially just Book of Moon. There are quite a few Kash players at our locals, so I like Meta Noise in the main deck just because if I book one of their dudes, unless they have a Rise Heart and Birth, then you know I kind of cook them. So yeah, I am on a little bit of heat. I'm playing a bit more Kash stuff than I have been in the past, and Birth is an absolutely nutty card. You know, like summoning back Fenrir from the graveyard is crazy. Searching another Tear Kash, I go into Shangri Era, declare Rise Heart, banishing the trap, which lets me summon back the Fenrir, and then I'm just gonna smack my Rise Heart on top of my. Maybe I go for a Diablosis line. I don't really remember what's going on. Because I might be able to get another 7 on board. So maybe I do go for Diablosis. Let's see. So yeah, okay, summon Diablosis. Effective Diablosis. Lets me look at his extra deck. I realize he's playing Trap Tricks. So I realize he's cooked. No, I'm just kidding. I love this deck. It was one of my favorite decks before they got all the support, but now that everybody's playing it, I can't be bothered. So I'm going to choose to lock the zone, and then I'll declare the effect of Diablosis and Shangri Era, so that way I can block another zone. I guess technically with that Arise Heart, I should have also locked out another zone, but I'm really new to playing these Kash Tiara cards. So yeah. So stand by phase, Redoer effect, stand by phase, effect of Shangri Era, summon out probably another Fenrir, and then let my opponent go ahead. You know, if we had played that a little better, we probably could have locked him out of all of his back row, which obviously would be crazy up against Trap Tricks. But he's gonna try to break my board. I don't know, like unless he has exactly double evenly, you know, what's he gonna do? So he'll go ahead, Tantalizing Tune, discard to draw 2. Attached to a Rise Heart. Feather Duster. I don't really care if he Feather Dusters. Rise Heart effect, attach. So now we have at least 1 pop, almost 2 pops. I think if we detach for the pop, then, you know, whatever. So he's going to go Imperm, target my Rise Heart. I will choose to negate it here and attach, because I figured if he has 2 cards in hand, or 2 or 3 cards in hand, it's better to keep this Arise Heart online. You know what I mean? All right, guys, moving on to game number 2. I do kind of feel bad for my opponent because I just opened like FTK, you know what I mean? He sets up this whole crazy board. I opened full combo plus, you know, unbeatable against Trap Trick, so I let him do his whole thing. And you guys will see why I can't stand playing this Trap Tricks deck, because if you're tech to beat it, if you have a side deck to beat back row, you just lose. It's not really fair, you know. But it is what it is. That's how trap decks work. That's why I'm not playing Labyrinth anymore. Just because I can't be bothered losing to such powerful, you know, back row hate and silly cards. So he'll go Holotea, trigger Sarah, probably summon Dianea, set back the Floodgate or the Bottomless. Either one's still good. Floodgate's arguably better, but you know, I guess he's not used to playing against Kash yet, so he'll go ahead and make Rafflesia, summon Dianea. I don't know what he goes for here. Maybe a Redoer or the Link 2. Yeah. Calaria effect. Summon back Dianea. Dianea is once per turn on both effects. I don't think he used her normal summon effect, but maybe he didn't want to. So we'll go ahead and go draw for turn, battle phase, evenly matched. So he's going to go ahead, banish all these cards face down. And then I'll proceed to hand him a Kaiju, normal summon Denko Sekka. I mean, 3 side deck cards that absolutely demolish this. So I'll activate King of the Swamp. He's thinking on activation. He'll go ahead and use Ash. So we'll go ahead and activate Planet. Planet's going to search us. Havness. And then we'll go ahead and go Sheeran. Pitch Havness. Mill 3. 2, 3. Havness 1. Tear Kash 2. So we'll go ahead, resolve Havness. Go ahead and summon out, I don't know, Arukulos. I know he has Holotea and Grave, so yeah, I mean, pop with the field spell, pass. He's gonna have to open crazy. You know, he can't set Holotea because we have Denko Sekka, or he can set it, he just can't use it. He'll use the Holotea and Grave. You know, that's fine. We can negate it with Rukulos, send herself, and then effective Rukulos to summon herself. Normal summon Mermelio. I mean, he has the effect to search, but it doesn't do anything against Denko Sekka. So yeah, that's match number 1. When you see a bunch of side deck cards against Trap Tricks, that's just kind of what happens to the deck. It loses to stupid, silly cards like Feather Dust or Denko Sekka evenly, Lightning Storm, all of those fun blowout cards. So yeah, moving on to the next game. See you guys there. Hey guys, welcome back. So this is really neat. Since I didn't do well 2 weeks ago, I actually got to get a feature match of the top table rather than playing out my last game. I ended up getting some nice feature matches in. So this is Mason versus Dylan. Absolutely crazy players, both of them. Love both of these players. I mean, as you guys can see, we're playing the best deck. So we go ahead and we go normal Albaz effect, chain D barrier, call fusion, chain faker, summon Silquidius. Funny enough, Albaz would have been able to out the Secret Village, but I mean, Branded Fusion, what's it do against against this, you know? So we'll go ahead and go Silquidius effect to bounce and bounce. I think he's still in battle. go ahead and draw for turn. Mason couldn't use that imperm there because it was his end phase. So that's why that imperm wasn't able to be activated on Miscellanies. He'll chain Book, but obviously Book can't be used because of Secret Village. Kind of crazy they're giving this deck some support when it's already very silly. So normal summon Albaz, chain imperm, chain protocol to add Kunk, bounced both, and then obviously the imperm resolves with no effect because target isn't on field any longer. So now Mason's just trying to figure out what he wants to add here, or send off of this Serenir. Go ahead and send the Branded Fusion, activate Retribution, set 2, activate Rivalry, summon Faker, summon the one that attacks directly. Kind of crazy board, the fact that we're able to play all of these crazy floodgates on top of make Omni negates, you know, just doesn't seem very fair. But again, that's just how the game goes. Sometimes the die roll is the die roll. Go ahead and send Marionetter, summon Faker, summon the one that attacks directly in the zone, so that way that one has a negate. Swing, swing, send, swing, link for I think that's Hexia. Add Marionetter, set, activate Manifestation, summon, chain Faker, or not Faker, sorry. And Mason just goes ahead and concedes. Moving on to the next one. Again, this is the final round. So one of these two gentlemen, they're both undefeated, is going to end up getting first place. So we go ahead and activate Opening, summon Aliber effect, add Lost, activate Lubellion, add Serenir, activate Lost, activate Branded Fusion, send Albaz, send Mercurier, summon Big Man, add Albion. Kind of neat lines that you can do with Brandon now if you open some cool stuff. So we'll go ahead and go Serenir, banish the Mercurier, add Cartesia, special Cartesia because Fallen of Albaz is in the graveyard. Go ahead and make Garganol using Cartesia's effect. Funny enough, if we hadn't Branded Fusion, we could have made a Baron there because that was a tuner in level 6. Kind of interesting. We'll go ahead and go effect of the Albion, banish, set, send Jinzo, and then tribute. Add Cartesia back and give him the Jinzo. Now, if you don't realize, this is absolutely crazy because Dylan has a Raigeki in hand, which would have outed this Jinzo. So unfortunately, him giving him the Jinzo rather than summoning it for himself was absolutely crazy. Go ahead. Ash for Lubellion. Make Mirror Jade. Activate Lost. I think Lost is adding Fallen. Yeah. Normal summon, on summon, use the effect of Mirror Jade, set 2. In the end phase, add the Ecclesia back. Draw phase, activate, add summon Faker, special summon Zoquidius, really crazy game. Both players playing very well. Go ahead, normal summon Fallen of Albaz, use Albaz, and declare Fallen of Albaz, chain Silquidius target, and then he'll resolve summoning. I believe that's the one that pops things in the same row. Go ahead and declare the effect of Cartesia. Banish to make another Jade. Swing. Set Retribution. Declare. Give him back the Jinzo. Which is absolutely crazy. Turns off a lot of his stuff. I guess he could crash the Jinzo. Well, no, he can't because it was summoned this turn, so he can't. Attempt to use the effect, but can't because of Jinzo being on board. Normal summon. On summon, use the effect of Cartesia, summon Masquerade. Masquerade is absolutely crazy here because he just took a ton of damage, so he's really not even able to activate anything. So I believe he does lose just because Masquerade will burn him to death if he activates anything. And currently on board, he's not able to deal with the board state. Go ahead and link these two away for Phoenix. He has Grave of the Super Ancient, so go ahead and set that. Declare the effect of Cartesia to add back. Move to N. Search off of Albion. I think he might not have any more targets. Not really sure. Go ahead and draw for turn. In draw phase, activate Grave of the Super Ancient Organism, get burned. Don't really know they're out. He'll chain Mirror Jade to banish and affect the special. Moving on to game number 3 here. I do believe that Mason is going first. So go ahead and start with Foolish. Foolish is going to send, I believe it's Albion. I love when games go to the third and final game. Makes it seem like there's a more balanced format. Go ahead and send the Serenir. This deck's absolutely crazy. Go ahead and normal summon Alibur, chain Imperm, effect to summon itself, summon Silk, set, and pass. Unfortunate for Mason, just because he if he had seen a Brand Infusion or seen a better version of his back row, he would have been in much better shape. But now we're going to go ahead and set 3, which is going to be a lot more interruption than I think he's ready for. Go ahead and set, and attempt to enter battle. We'll go ahead and declare the effect and chain strike. Summon Konk, which is just the block attacker if you guys aren't aware. So effect to pop and then effect to summon and negate the attack. I believe it also ends the battle phase. This is much better than bouncing the Calob, because if he gets the Calob's effect, he would be able to get his branded fusion. So effect to bounce and bounce. Go ahead and link these two off. And then effect to add. Set. Pass. Here we do have some neat plays because the Hexia will have a negate if we summon underneath it. Activate fusion deployment. Go ahead and reveal. So that way we're able to summon a Cartesia. Oh, just kidding. Fallen of Albaz. Declare the effect of Fallen of Albaz. Pitching a Calob. Go ahead and activate Imperm, Chain Book of Moon, Chain Rivalry. Make Jade. He ashes the effect. I think they're just discussing how Faker works, whether or not it summons all at once or if it stays in hand if he ashes it. So he'll go ahead and go effect of Mirror Jade. And since Hexia was sent to the graveyard, he gets to add. Go ahead and banish. Swing for 3,000. Effect. Add branded fusion. So now we have to contest a branded fusion during the next turn. We do have rivalry and summon limit up though, so we'll go ahead and summon. I believe this is the one that can attack directly. Swing for 8. Effect to send Jade. Jade effect to nuke during end phase. Go ahead and go to end phase. Called by the effect to add. Very, very, very strong. Hopefully this is able to contest the branded fusion. I'm not sure that it is. We'll see. Send Albaz. What is it? Send Lubellion. Summon Albion. Chain, I believe that's manifestation. Effect. To banish. Summon Rebellion. Effect to bounce and bounce. Swing with Rebellion because it didn't use its effect. End phase. Banish to add back branded fusion. Okay, so we do have a slow game on our hands here. Quite the match. So Dylan's gonna go ahead and draw for turn, set, and pass. Draw phase, activate manifestation, target to summon, and then effect to bounce. Now we just have to contest this Brand of Fusion that we know he has. I'm not sure if he has another Albazing deck because he didn't shuffle back. He banished. Both of them might be banished, so he might not be able to activate that Brand of Fusion, which is most likely what happened. Go ahead and swing with Silk, set, pass. Draws into, I believe that was a Book of Moon. Now he has to contest 3 sets that are all live, and I'm not sure he's able to without finding a way to put that Ball of Albaz back. Go ahead and swing, chain book. Draws into cross out. Go ahead and flip, summon, effect, summon. Now he has a negate on board, swing, effect descend, swing, swing. That guy's a little big now, so we are running low on life points. End of battle evenly, which will be negated. Go ahead and add. Draw into another cross out, and that is the match. Alrighty guys, so Dylan ended up winning 2 weeks ago, but let's see if I can also win. I may have spoiled that earlier, but yeah, this is an absolutely crazy match. Final round. Like I said, I am playing Tear Kash Tira. Draw phase, however, my opponent activates Shifter. So this is going to be a really interesting match. Sometimes with Tear, with this deck, you're able to play through Shifter now if you see your Kash Tira cards, but without them, it's a little sus. Not gonna lie. Go ahead, summon. All right. Funny enough, the Kash Tira player has to read Tear Kash. We'll go ahead and banish Scream. I don't believe we choose to use the effect. Activate a Rise Heart. Summon. Go ahead and imperm his effect. So we'll go ahead and set 2. Activate Race Oath. Add the Scarequal Kash Tira, special the Unicorn, declare the effect of Unicorn. I think we're just trying to figure out if we can use the Soliek here. Which we can. It says then you can, or then you send for effect, and I believe it's just for cost that you aren't able to use Soliek. So he'll go ahead, read Soliek. I think just normal summon Ash, make Baron, which is really, really, really good. Effect to pop Soliek. Also the right call. Swing for 3,000. I do believe if I don't draw into anything, I am dead. And we'll go ahead and activate Birth. And it's going to get met with a Baron negate. So yeah, moving on to game number 2. Game 1 didn't go so hot, so hopefully we can do better in the next round. Alright guys, moving on to game number 2. I do elect to go first. We just have to pray that he doesn't see exactly Shifter again. So we'll go ahead, special Fenrir, declare the effect of Fenrir, and I believe we get met with the other card that ends our turn, which would be Droll. Both of his hand traps have been very, very, very impactful on us. They have a lot. They have a huge impact on the deck. They are turn enders for us just about, but we are able to play through just a little bit because we go ahead and declare the effect of the Tear Kash. It hits a Meta Noise, which doesn't do anything. Go ahead and make Draco Sack, send, summon 2 tokens, use those 2 level 3 tokens to make Cherubini effect to Foolish a level 3 as cost. We'll go ahead and go these 2 into Sprint effect, send any of them, Merly effect, Merly King of the Swamp, go into a Grapha. With that, we will go ahead and I believe we pass here. So he's gonna start with a Prosperity, which we don't like to see, not gonna lie. I do choose, I believe, to let that resolve. Go ahead and mill 6. Shifter's dead, thank God. Evenly doesn't really do anything, so he goes ahead and takes Ash. Ash is really, really, really scary for us because we're hoping to use that Soliek in hand. So we need him to play a little weird. I don't think he knows. He definitely doesn't know we have Soliek. So he's going to special Unicorn. And I think he's thinking about going for the same play as last time. So he'll go ahead and normal summon Ash. And I'm thinking in my head, oh, thank God. So he'll go ahead and declare the effect of Unicorn. And then we'll go ahead and use the effect of Soliek. Or we'll negate the Unicorn with Grapha. And then we'll go ahead and add Tear Kash, banish. Fenrir, summon, effect ML3. He'll chain Unicorn, banishing our Draco, which was a really good call because I think we do end up hitting a name, but the only thing we can make with that was Draco Stapelia because we don't have anything else engraved. So we don't use the effect of that Havness, but since we hit Havness, we're going to go ahead and shuffle Havness, both Tear Kashes back into the deck. Tear Kash, if you can't tell, is the best card in this deck. And we are going to choose to pop this Unicorn because I don't want him to make Baron. And if he sticks this, if he has this Ash on board, he can't do much until he uses his battle phase. And I believe we can play through as long as he doesn't get an Omni Negate on board, we'll be okay. So he'll go ahead, add another Unicorn, which I don't know if he realizes, but he did already use the effect of Unicorn. So I think Fenrir would have been a better shot here. So he'll go main 2, special Unicorn, try to use the Unicorn's effect. And I'm like, it's been negated already this turn, and he will set and pass. Thank goodness he didn't search Fenrir. We would have had to contend with probably an Arise Heart if he had. So we'll go ahead and activate another Pearl Rhino. Pearl Rhino is going to go ahead and search us a Tear Kash. Like I said, it's the best card in the deck. We'll go ahead and declare the effect of Tear Kash, banish, meta noise, summon, mill. You know, the whole 9. 1, a 2, and a 3. And with that, he will concede. I don't think we had a target for Sharon, but we could have figured something out, I think. Either way, we could have made like Big Eye steal his Unicorn, use his Unicorn's effect, and start doing our own Kashtira plays. So with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to game 3. All right, guys, we got 2 really cool game 3s in this vlog. So I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. And I get to show off kind of the power of playing some of the Kashtira cards in the Tier Elements deck. I was missing Theosis for this locals. I don't have them. I need them. Theosis is a really, really strong card. Just don't activate it until you're done using your tiers. And we won't have any issues with being locked into XZs. So he does elect to go first. This is game 3. Go ahead and go Unicorn and Fenrir. Unicorn, I believe, Added Birth, summon Rise Heart, make Shangri-Ira effect to make me banish 3. I gotta remember that this does that. When I've done the combo, I think I've forgotten to banish and trigger my Shangri-Ira because I'm silly. Another thing to note is Rise Heart does also lock you into XZ summoning, only if you special summon it from your hand. So if you need to use it, but you're worried you're not going to be able to get into your tier plays, just normal summon it, and then you can do the thing. So with that, he's going to go ahead, summon out a Rise Heart, and then declare the effect of Pot of Desires. Really, really, really crazy because he gets to trigger Shangri-Ira and a Rise Heart. He does have a Fenrir on board because he used the trap to summon it. Then we'll go ahead. Looks like he drew into Prosperity. We'll go effect to attach the trap. Set. Pass. So we'll go ahead and draw for turn. Like I said, this is where the power of having these Kashtira cards comes in handy. We'll go ahead and go battle phase. Into battle phase, we'll go evenly. So really interesting position to put him in. He does have to banish all this stuff. Unicorn does also get banished because of his Arise Heart, and he'll attach the Unicorn. Second main, we have to play this a little weird because we want to use our tier stuff, but obviously Arise Heart's on board, and we have to play around this pop, which might be enough depending on what he has in his hand. So we'll go ahead and go Unicorn, add Birth. We already had a Birth, so Theosis would have been crazy. We'll go ahead and activate Birth, use the effect of Fenrir, or to normal summon Fenrir. I think he's thinking on normal. So yes, normal Fenrir effect to add Rise Heart. We do have to declare a Rise Heart, which does mean we are locked into XE, so we don't get any tier limits. Effects this turn. So we'll go ahead, banish tier limits Kashtira, and he'll choose to chain a Rise Heart. And now we just go ahead and do the thing. So we're going to make Big Eye, and we're going to lock him under his own Rise Heart. So we'll detach to steal, and then effect to attach, mandatory. Just attach something. We don't want him to have his Big Bang back, but we're going to have to figure out how to use that. We'll go ahead and put that bad boy to attack. We'll declare the effect of Birth. I had forgotten that we had already gone to battle. Probably should have left this Arise Heart in defense. So our board is a little mediocre. We're just thinking here. We do also have Tear Kash in hand. So I'm trying to keep one of our Kashtira cards underneath a Rise Heart, so if he leaves the field, we can also trigger this tier limits Kashtira. So go ahead and pass here. We'll use the effect of, or he'll go ahead and activate Birth. Birth will summon back out his Unicorn. Go ahead and activate Terraforming. Add Wraithoth, and then effect to attach. Attach the Arise Heart. Activate Wraithoth. Here we do have to chain, and we also want to get his trap out from underneath our Arise Heart as soon as possible. Because if he gets a XEs on board and we end up losing our Arise Heart, it's really bad if he's able to summon that one back. So we're going to use the effects, targeting Wraithoth to pop, and then effect to attach. Attach the Unicorn. We do want to keep one of our Kashtiras under there because we do have tier limits Kashtira in hand. So we want something to banish. He'll declare Prosperity. banishing his cost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Takes Fenrir. He hasn't used a normal off of birth. On resolution will go effect to attach. Normal Fenrir. And then he enters battle. So he'll go ahead and declare an attack on my Fenrir, declare his Fenrir, banish his Arise Heart face down. And then since he has to redeclare, I'll use the effect of my Fenrir, targeting his Unicorn to banish it face down. And then he'll continue the attack and destroy my Fenrir. So yeah, really, really interesting game here. The only thing is we are going to run out of Kash Tier engine here soon. So we really need to get into our tier engine. So since we don't have an Arise Heart on board any longer, we can go ahead and use the effect of Tear Kash. We don't hit anything, which is unfortunate. And we are playing a risky game here because he could easily just, you know, wallop us because we mill all of our Kash Tier cards. Go ahead and use a Rise Heart, banish my cards face down. I think he has to make his own big eye here. Steal my big eye. Make big eye effect, take big eye. Switch my big eye to defense. In theory, he could have taken my Tear Kash. So we'll go ahead and declare the effect of Birth, summon back Fenrir, add Tear Kash. On resolution, he could Birth if he wanted to. So we'll go ahead and declare the effect of Tear Kash. Banish our Rise Heart, mill 3. We hit Merly, King of the Swamp. Use the effect of Merly and King, or use the effect of Merly using King as well to go into a, I think we go into a Grapha. Go ahead. I'm just looking what we have banished. Go into a Rhino effect, send Tear Kash. 1, a 2. Declare the effect of Scream. Scream's gonna add us a Solic. Thinking about what I want to do here, because I could go into Draco Sack, but I think we have game on board, and I don't want to play into something silly. So go ahead and enter battle, swing, effect to banish. I shouldn't have banished my own face down, funny enough. So kill his, swing, 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 and that's game. So yeah, absolutely amazing match. If you guys liked what you saw today, make sure to leave a comment and a like down below and subscribe. I really appreciate all the support I've been getting recently. It really means a lot. And so yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace out.